Hi, everyone. This is Neil Kilbey and
Peter Schmitz.
Well remembered, Peter. Today, we're going to follow up on a quote that I heard today. I got so excited by this. I just wanted to do it straight away. I know Peter will love it, which is a Mark Twain quote. So that makes it 150 years or older. And he said, "Don't use a $5 word when a 50-cent word will do." Okay. And where I heard that, it was a court case. Somebody was saying on a court case, as soon as you start using complicated words, you lose the jury, which is exactly the same for us as marketeers, as people who are trying to communicate to customers. So, Peter, this is your area. I know you love this. Go on, get in there.
Well, I do. And the way I like to say it, that you want me to be careful of, is to talk to somebody like they're a fifth grader. And where that comes from is this. And in the United States, 57% of the public reads at a fifth grade reading level. The Wall Street Journal is written at an eighth grade reading level. And it's well known. Copywriters will teach this over and over. Don't use a $5 word. Talk to them like it's a fifth grader. The other way to say it is only stick to 2-syllable words. Don't use big words. And Neil, you know this. We were talking about this before. The reason is, just like your jury example, if I'm talking to a prospect and I'm using words they do not understand or don't know what they mean,
or understand readily. So we don't want to lose the thread. Yeah.
Right. I don't want them to have to stop and think about what I just said, because if they stop, they pause in their brain to think, what did he say? I've lost them in my process. And so the simpler and the more straightforward my communication is, the more likely they are to get it. If you study communication, it's my responsibility to communicate so that you get it. It's not your responsibility to get it. It's my job to make sure you get the message. So as a marketer, it's our responsibility to make sure they understand. And words are easily misunderstood.
Yeah. But one of the temptations is, first of all, there's several temptations. First of all, at school, we get graded by using more sophisticated language.
Yes.
So as we get older, we get told that we should be using more and more sophisticated language. And the more we bring that into our work at school, the writing at school, the more we're rewarded, which is actually the reverse in day-to-day life.
Well, in school, we're not trying to earn a living. We're trying to impress our teacher and get a good grade. So it's a whole different world. And
yeah, I mean, I love the fact that Mark Twain said that, because I love the way Mark Twain wrote. But Hemingway was the same. Hemingway used to go out of his way to go through his copy of his copy of his copy, do it supposedly 20 times to simplify it, make it condensed, and get the meaning across in the shortest possible period of time. Okay, and Winston Churchill famously wrote a letter and says, "I'm sorry this letter is so long. I didn't have time to make it shorter." As you say, it's your responsibility to make it concise and understandable.
Yeah, it's that simple. And we get lost trying to do that. There are copywriters that are really good at short, crisp copy. And if you read any kind of direct mail copy stuff on the internet, every line is one sentence, right? Because it's simple, so people understand it. And
well, one of the temptations, the other temptation, apart from school, is we get rewarded for that, is that in our own industry we tend to like to use specific words and technical terms to prove our knowledge.
Jargon. People love their jargon, right?
But our customers aren't necessarily technical experts. They want to know the job's going to get done. They want to know that you know what you're talking about, but they don't need to be, you don't want to go to the doctors and talk on the same level as he is going to talk to a surgeon about what you're doing. Right. You just want to know that, I'm going to keep my leg. That's the sort of stuff you want to know. It's rather than sort of there's a thrombosis in so-and-so. What the hell does that mean? We don't, some of us know precisely what it means, but the reality of it is we want to have it expressed to us so that we understand. And that's, very, very tempting to get away from that, especially when we think we're competing with other technical people. our customers, if they're not technically minded, don't need to know. They just need to be reassured.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. That KISS principle applies.
Look to me.
I'm not talking to you. No, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, right. Thank you.
But the principle is called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
Mark Twain would be a fan of that concept, although it was probably not around 150 years ago.
No, but it's absolutely true. So he said, don't use a $5 word when a 50-cent word will do. Okay. And that applies in courtrooms, that applies in your sales literature, and it applies in the way that you're talking to people. And you were talking about an example where you had a oil executive.
Oh yeah, there was goes back when I was in a sales position, and I brought my boss. He was the regional manager, and this guy spoke 5 languages, very well educated, very articulate. We were talking to a manager at Amoco Oil Company back in the day. It was Amoco, and the manager says to the guy, "I need to bring a dictionary when you talk to me because I don't understand what you're saying." And the guy, my boss, that's all about his ego, right? He wants to sound smart. He wants to sound important, and he was very smart. But it's our job to bring it down to a level that our customer can understand. And this guy happened to be a very simple guy. He had a very big job, but he was a very simple guy, and simple 50-cent words work better.
Yeah. Simple doesn't mean stupid.
No, it does not.
That's the important bit. Peter, that's been absolutely brilliant. We'll see you guys soon.
See you later.
Cheers.